Hello StarCraft fans, Matt here with Matt and Steve SC. I'm going to be solo casting the OSL Day 4 round of 16 games for you guys. We're starting off with a PvP and then it goes into 3 ZVZs, and I know a lot of people think, oh, ZVZ is lame, and but I have actually seen some really good ZVZs in the last couple days with some of the great MSL games, July and Jaedong. There's a game between Jaedong and Crazy Hydra that went on for over 20 minutes that was just awesome back and forth. So I'm actually excited about these. Protoss versus Protoss might be my weak matchup, but I think I should be able to handle it here. We do have PuSan versus mOvie. PuSan on the left there, and mOvie wearing a surgical mask because he's going to try to play doctor with PuSan later in the back. So just he wants to be safe. You got to play it safe. But anyways, these two guys are going to play an Eye of the Storm here. Now, I'm going to talk a little in the beginning of this game kind of about what we're talking about here, because Day 4 is really, of the OSL round of 16, is where decisions are made, where things happen as far as we're concerned for that, just because of the current standings in each group and who's already won, who hasn't won. I'm going to get the colors here before I go into that. So it looks like, if they'll show us the colors, it looks like mOvie is red, which is going to put PuSan at teal or green. So just to explain it again, because some people had some questions, OSL round of 16 is round robin, meaning that 4 players, they all play each other, meaning that there are basically 3 games. So each player plays 3 games, 1 to each of the other players, and then out of those 3 games, whoever with the top 2 with the best record moves on. So just to give you guys a quick review, and I'll do this before the beginning of every game, this is Group A. This has Jaedong, PuSan, mOvie, and go.go. Jaedong currently is 2-0. PuSan is 0-1. mOvie is 1-0, and go.go is 0-2. So go.go is almost guaranteed to be out of this, unless mOvie manages to lose, which would put PuSan and mOvie both at 1-1, and then if one of those guys lose one of their other games, it would put them at 1-2, and then go.go would be at 1-2 as well. There's still a lot of things has to happen. Then Jaedong has to go 3-0, but essentially, if mOvie wins this, him and Jaedong are going to be 2-0. That would mean PuSan and go.go are 0-2, and that would already decide that mOvie and Jaedong are going to go. It looks like PuSan here is not going to go for the standard pylon in the normal place here, and he's actually moving a oh no, he does have it. I'm sorry, he does have the pylon, so they are both going to go pylon to gateway. Alright, sorry about that. Didn't see the pylon go up. Thought he was going to try to go for some cheese or do something crazy like a Nexus. I wouldn't imagine that would be the case with what's on the line here, although PuSan is behind, so he might try to do something a little crazy. Notice he is scouting in the right position so far, so PuSan is going to get the scout earlier on. So anyways, so what we're talking here is if mOvie wins, then PuSan is out, as well as go.go. They will all still play Day 5 and 6, but those matches at that point are essentially scrimmage matches as far as they're concerned, because Jaedong and mOvie will not be able to not advance at that point. So if mOvie wins this, him and Jaedong are going on. As far as both of these players go, PuSan has actually been playing real strong. He came off of a 9-win streak and lost 2 games, both to Jangbi, so that's not bad. As far as PvP goes, that's what I'm talking about here, PvP winning streak. I should mention that in the MSL, mOvie just beat Stork. Sorry if that's a spoiler, it happened a week ago, so I usually give things about a week. But mOvie beat Stork. And actually, this is similar to the game that I just casted of my brother on Icy Cup. If you guys haven't seen it, I'll go ahead and post a link here, or I'll probably post this as a video response to his game. My brother played an awesome PvP. That was a game. It was only like a 10-minute game, but it was kind of slow, and then things looked really dire, and then it was just a really great play by Steve at the end. So if you guys haven't checked that out, watch the previous video. Not much going on right here, just standard kind of scouting going around, no mana pylons or anything like that. Anyways, but getting back to that, I'll tell you guys, after watching the game of mOvie versus Stork, it was almost exactly the same as the game that Steve played on Icy Cup. Essentially, Stork did a drop, killed like 90% of mOvie's probes, but then mOvie had a better macro, out-macroed Stork, took out a secondary, and ended up beating Stork with kind of an all-in push, while Stork had a Reaver running around in his base. So it was very good play from mOvie, very aggressive play. that actually won him the game. Stork is actually currently 2-0 in his group, so and has been playing pretty well. Steve is saying Stork looks like he's almost playing angry nowadays. He's just super fierce as far as that goes. So Cybercore going up right now. Dude, check out that watch, man. Ballin' big time with the watch. So we are going to see the Dragoons coming out here, and a hidden probe just kind of hanging out. Interesting block there to this map. Eye of the Storm does have that narrow choke where you can kind of block. Looks like Teal Protoss is going to be upgrading range. I'm sorry, that's not necessarily a block, but it'll make it easier to block with your units. If you are going to try to pull off something sneaky, then it's harder for other units to get through as far as that goes. All right, looks like the expansion is going to go up fairly quickly here for PuSan. He is saving up the minerals. I love the mineral counter. That is a wonderful thing that I always get mad that the MSL does not have. In fact, I was watching MSL games, and the MSL games puts a stupid video of the commentators sitting there commentating for like half of the games, which is really annoying because I don't really care what they look like when they commentate. I want to see what's going on in the game, and it blocks like the bottom 20% of the screen. So yeah, it's a little annoying, but not a big deal. Trying to go for the doctor look there as well. That's a stylish doctor, a mask, a air filter there. mOvie is going to get his expansion up a little bit later here. Not a big deal right now. We don't see any further tech going up other than the range upgrade for the Dragoons, and I don't see what mOvie is doing currently right now. mOvie does have both of them are pretty much mirror builds from what I can tell. So both of them have about the same amount of Dragoons on the map, and it might be a matter of PuSan getting range up a little bit sooner, which could put him at an advantage. And another gateway going up, so just heavy macro coming here from PuSan. He's going to try to just get the Dragoons pumping out and try to overwhelm mOvie. And I'm not sure what mOvie is doing right now. mOvie went for DTs. I just somehow missed the tech while I was talking about something else, so I apologize. I didn't see any archives. But mOvie coming out with DTs. There is no observatory, no further tech up, and that's why the announcers were yelling, because PuSan is not going to be prepared for this because he's going for gateways. He's going for a straight macro game as best he can. He is not going to be ready for this attack that's going to come out here. And if this is the case, PuSan and go.go are both going to be out of the OSL. So this is a huge game right now. If PuSan, I don't think, to be honest, there's anything he can do. He doesn't have a forge up yet. He's not going to be able to make any sort of last-minute cannons. Look at the Dark Templar. DT just waltzing all the way through. PuSan sees it, and I think he knows what's coming. And again, I don't know how he's going to be able to counter this. All he's getting is range right now, and this DT is going to be able to go in and just slaughter these. And there you go. He already GG's. PuSan GG's before the DT can even get a kill. Look at him, man. He knows he should have been prepared for that. But he wasn't able to keep a scout. mOvie played like a champ, man. He got the scout out of his base, was able to put up the archives, and get the DTs out. Wow, a really short game. Sorry that wasn't a better game. That was just a very technical win. PuSan knew it. He didn't want to make it last any longer. Definitely a very respectful move. Just GGing right away from that. So, all right, well, that sucks. PuSan is out of the OSL as well as go.go at this point, and they will play 2 more days worth of games. But at this point, unfortunately, there's nothing more they can do. So we're going to move into some ZVZs here. I'm excited for that. I'm a Zerg player, and we have some awesome players coming up here. We have Yellow versus Zero. That should be good. We have Calm versus Effort, and Type B versus Quanro. Pure skills coming out here in the next 3 games. So we'll see you guys then.